Booth Festival. That's for you, Rabbi Jason Rosner. Shalom, Seeker. It's August here in Burbank right now. It's super hot. I wish I was under something shady like a booth. It reminds me that there's a holiday coming up that's all about booths. Judaism has a wonderful fall holiday called Sukkot, or Chag Sukkot, or just Chag. Sukkot means booths or tabernacles or these, temporary shady things. Chag means festival, so it's the festival of the booths, Booth Festival, or the Feast of the Tabernacles. Or as I said, simply Chag. In rabbinic literature, it's just called the festival because this was the biggest holiday of the year for the rabbis of the Talmud. Why? Because it's a harvest festival. It signals the end of the economic year. Everything economically good that was going to happen to you in an agrarian society had already happened. You'd gather everything in, and now you're celebrating. It comes right on the tail of the high holy days, the Yamim Noraim of Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. Right after Yom Kippur, we begin construction of these temporary sheltery things. They should have ideally at least 4 walls or pieces of 4 walls and some stuff on top that is of an impermanent nature. Many people use palm fronds or bamboo mats, but it's supposed to be reminiscent of something a farmer might build as a temporary shelter while out harvesting vegetables in the sun. This holiday actually connects with 2 different forms of meaning in the Jewish year. One is this harvest festival. Every culture has one. Americans have Thanksgiving. In fact, it's thought that Thanksgiving was modeled after Sukkot by some very biblically knowledgeable pilgrims. It's also known as a pilgrimage festival. So that's one meaning that it has, is this harvest festival. It's also connected to our history, specifically the aspect of our history where after we were freed from slavery in Egypt by God and his helper Moshe, we journeyed in the wilderness for 40 years, and not having the Dan Panoram Hotel, Motel 6, or any of its Bronze Age equivalents, people would construct these temporary shelters while they were traveling. Well, mostly while they were sleeping, or before they were sleeping, in order to sleep between traveling. And these shelters kept us safe from the elements, even though they were impermanent structures. One of these shelters, a sukkah, is also reminiscent of this idea of God as being our sukkat shlomecha, God as a shelter of peace for us when we need it. So for 7 days, or for 8 days if you live outside of Israel, we have these shelters. We eat in them all our meals if we can. Some people sleep in them. Most importantly, we invite guests in to eat with us, physical human guests, and also there's a custom of inviting spiritual guests, the Ushpizin, characters of the Bible who have different qualities to teach us, like Abraham was famous for his hospitality. And more than any other attribute, Sukkot is a season of hospitality. When we've harvested our crops, when we've recognized the bounty that God has given us, what should we do? We should share it and invite people in. Sukkot this coming year of 5777, or 2016 by the secular calendar, begins at sundown on October 16th and goes until October 25th at sundown. I hope you have a place to celebrate. If you don't and you're close to Burbank, California, connect with me and you will be welcome in my sukkah on Sukkot. And every one of those 8 days of Sukkot is a nice Jewish day.